Hey, this is Pastor Jean Daniel, and I want to talk to you today about Luke chapter 2, just verse 7. Now, Luke chapter 2 is one of the most famous chapters in all of the Bible because it's the Christmas story. The story of Mary and Joseph traveling to Bethlehem, the story of shepherds having angels visit them to announce the birth of Jesus. But there's one little line in verse 7 that really touches me personally. Mary gave birth to her firstborn child, a son, wrapped him snugly, and laid him in a manger. Now the manger is famous. The manger is a feeding trough or a place for animals to stay. But the line that really touches me right now is wrapped him snugly. Or in other translations of the Bible, it's called wrapped him in swaddling clothes. What is so remarkable about a woman wrapping her newborn snugly? I learned something about swaddling, the way that children can be wrapped snugly when they're newborns, a few years ago when my own twin daughters were born. My twin daughters were born about 7 weeks early. And because they were so early and so small, they had a lot of medical problems, and they spent the first 5 weeks of their life in what's called neonatal intensive care. It's the part of the hospital for the babies who are sickest and in the most danger. My little daughters were 2 pounds 13 ounces, far smaller than the 7-pound average of a newborn. And they had no calories to spare. Their doctors were very concerned that every calorie that my daughters consumed, they didn't burn off, that they stayed calm and relaxed and could grow and grow. So one of the things that we did was we wrapped them snugly. Now you'd think after months in the womb, the first thing a baby would want to do is stretch. But with my daughters on all these monitors checking their breathing, their heart rates, it was clear that when they could stretch, when their arms were loose and their legs were loose, that was so new for them. So different than the cozy, warm experience of the womb that it actually stressed them out. It made them breathe faster. It made their heart go faster. It was stressful. What they needed was to be swaddled, to be wrapped snugly. And to be wrapped snugly in the way that Mary wrapped Jesus doesn't just mean throw some cloth over a child. It's actually about as technical as making a burrito. And if you've never made a burrito, I think that that's actually hard. You have to tuck in the fabric in a certain way to hold the baby tight. My daughters are alive today because for a few important weeks they were wrapped snugly, allowing them to feel close and tight and comforted and loved and calm so that they could grow. Now, in Christianity we have a word, incarnation. Incarnation is the word we use to describe God's self becoming like us. And one of the things we should look for as we study the book of Luke, starting with this simple story about baby Jesus wrapped snugly by his mother, is the ways that Jesus is like us. The ways that Jesus experiences being a human the same way we do. When I see that little line, Mary wrapped him snugly, in Luke chapter 2, that is the part that for me reminds me that my God and my Savior, the creator of the world, at one point was as sweet and innocent as I remember my 2 pound 13 ounce newborn daughter being. And that he needed just as much love and protection as she did. That is incarnation to me. That I can look into the old pictures of my little newborn daughter in the NICU and see a little bit of the face of Jesus. Amen. Let's pray. God, who has come among us just like a little baby, you teach us that it's okay to want comfort. It's okay to need to be wrapped snugly, to be hugged, to be loved. Help us follow your example and not be scared to ask for the love we need from others. In the name of your Son, Jesus, Amen.